August episode 1. So guys, we are back and I'm very excited. I'm not feeling too good, guys. I am a little bit under the weather still after all this time. Though I ain't got a sore throat, it's just a little bit of a cold, so if I do sound a little bit off, I deeply apologise. So we are currently in the summer transfer window and we only got approximately just under 1 month left. I did make a few adjustments off camera, so I'm just going to go through with that with you guys, just so you don't feel out of the loop. Looking at my squad, this is going to be my first team. Nothing is set in stone, so please do not judge me right now because I don't know whether these players, this formation, these tactics are what I'm going to be using permanently. Of course, Benzema is going to be in that striking position. I have no intention of selling him or loaning him out. Coutinho is in the process of being on the loan list. I'm doing a little experiment where most of my midfielders have been put on the loan list, so whoever gets loaned out will earn a spot in the first team, which will leads me to what I am about to tell you that may upset you guys. But at the moment, while I'm explaining the team, this is how it's going down. Coutinho is going to be in that cam role and he's going to be supporting Benzema when we attack. On the left midfield, we have Perisic, one of my pre-contracts which I signed from Wolfsburg. And on the right, from FC Bayern, who I also signed on pre-contracts in January of Season 2, Robben, on the right midfield. In the CDM roles, we've got Torre, who I signed for on the pre-contracts in the Season 2 January transfer window. Torre on the left-hand side of the CDM role, and alongside him will be Verratti, who has returned to us from AS Monaco on a loan spell, who will be on the right-hand side of the CDM role. Not his favourite position, I know, but it's all I can come up with right now. I'm sure you guys have better ideas, but this is what I do feel passionate about, what I do feel strong about, and I think it's going to work. Right back, we have none other, arguably one of the best right backs of all time, Alves, who I did buy this summer from Barcelona for, I think, from memory, $15 million. Left back, we've got Contra, who I did sign on pre-contracts in January of Season 2 from Real Madrid. And in centre-back positions, we have our captain, Silva. Alongside him is Martinez, who I did manage to sign on pre-contracts from FC Bayern in Season 2 winter transfer window. And guys, we've got Alves, Diego Alves from Wolfsburg, who I also signed on pre-contract last season. He is going to be my #1 goalkeeper until January. The initial plan is to loan out David De Gea, which we did do. He has gone to Napoli for a short-term loan. And come January, I plan to sell Alves, swap De Gea with the likes of Manuel Neuer, and bring Manuel Neuer in for a decent price. But guys, that's obviously not set in stone. I've been really thinking a lot, and I thought if Alves does good this first half of the season, then I might keep him for the rest of the season and not even bother look to buy Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer is quite old, and David De Gea just wasn't cutting it for me. Like, he didn't make. Let's put it this way: he had a poorer performance than Trapp did last season. I think Trapp was my #1 goalkeeper. I can't remember. But that's my first team, and on the bench we have the likes of Mbolo, Berbek, Rabiot, Danilo, Rugani, Romagnoli, and Areola. Now, you can see these brand new 2 centre-backs which I have bought, and I will get to that in a minute, guys. So the formation I am using currently is the 4-5-1. Roles are sorted by the computer's decision. Instructions are default, and my tactics, I've gone for counter-attack. The team will try to defend deep and absorb pressure, getting numbers behind the ball. When possession is won, they will counter by getting players and the ball forward quickly. Teams that play this way often give up a lot of possession to their opposition in exchange for a solid defence. Now, I know this might be a little bit risky, but I feel like I really want to take charge of tactics this season. Last 2 seasons, I'd done everything by default. and unfortunately it didn't get me what I wanted. So I thought, you know what, this season I'm going to do tactics. I'm not going to do instructions because that's kind of long, and I'm not even going to do roles because that's kind of long as well. I could do, but I'm not in the mood, guys. I'm a very lazy player, and I kind of just want to get the ball rolling. You know, my favourite part about FIFA is the transfers, and that's what I mainly want to focus on until it closes, and then I can move on within the season. But counter-attack, I figure Benzema is ready for that. That you know, full making the ball go forward quickly. I mean, I'm sure my players in the wings, Robin and Perisic, will provide Benzema with those opportunities, and he definitely has the talent to finish the crosses or accurate passes and get us those 3 points or progress into tournaments. It is a risky business because, you know, we give up a lot of positions, so that may not work in our favour, but at least we have a solid defence to hold the fort. I'm not going to have a back three. I want to stick to a back four. The more defence, the better. Hence the reason why I have got 2 CDMs. We want a strong defence. You see a little crossover going on. You know, it looks like an X with the back 8. I want a solid defence, and I think counter-attack is the best tactic to go for, or go with, sorry, for now. If not, I'll just change it. I mean, we did win the pre-season tournament, and that's gone well within our favour. So, yeah. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little bit freaked out there. I heard a noise at my front door, and I think I'm getting a little bit paranoid. Right, so let me show you my second team. I'll go through that really quickly. We've got a 4-4-2, a very old-fashioned formation, one that I really do enjoy. We have Areola, of course, in goal. Bayer, Becken and Bolo, the wonderful twosome. You know, I think they're a great pair. They work well together. And I think they're the most suitable candidates to be up front. Bayerbeck has got the captaincy armband. I think he's earned that. On the left wing, we have Ongender, but unfortunately, he's in physiotherapy status at the moment with a broken collarbone, and he's going to be out of action for about 6 weeks. So it might be worth the likes of Robin or even Perisic to play in Ongender's place. While Ongender recovers. Bran is going to be on the right. Danilo and Rabiot are going to be in the centre midfield positions. Now, Danilo is another new signing who I have brought forward to PSG this summer. Now, he is not someone I have bought. He is simply someone who I have agreed to loan, sign for a loan spell, a short-term loan spell at PSG from Real Madrid. We needed someone to support Rabiot in midfield, and Danilo just fits the bill. We didn't want to buy him, but he was on offer in the loan list of Real Madrid, so I thought, oh, well, why not? Defence, we've got a newly signed Malo on right back position. He is 81 overall, so he does deserve to be in the first squad, but I think on the contracts that I've got him to sign a squad rotation contract, so we shouldn't have any problems from him this season. Digne is back in left back, and our 2 newly signings that do belong to me, Romagnoli and Rugani. We'll talk about them 2 in a minute. On the bench, we have Benzema, Robin, Verratti, Coutinho, Martinez, Silva, and Alves. So a very strong team. Once again, the roles are the computer's decided the roles for me. The instructions are all default, and the tactics are once again counter-attack. So those are my 2 teams. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm looking forward to seeing how well they do in the league. But once again, guys, I'm just going to quickly remind you that these 2 teams are not set in stone. They are not my permanent teams. This is the process of simply just going through my teams and players and seeing what my strengths are and what my weaknesses are, considering that we didn't even get top 2 of the Liga last season. That was completely unacceptable. I want a new change, and this is what I've gone ahead and done, and I've brought in all these pre-contracts. I'm loaning players out and selling players. I'm trying to do as much as I can to earn the money ready for the big signings in January of pre-contracts, which I'm so looking forward to talking to you guys about. Moving on, just a little proof that Hervin on gender is in physiotherapy with a broken collarbone of 6 weeks. Transfers. Now, I've sent all of my agents out to different countries that are in transit at the moment with the same instructions of finding players who are first team quality between the ages of 16 and 34 with a contract remaining of 0 to 1 year. Now, we do have a lot of money in the bank at the moment. I'm very happy about that. I love earning money. I love spending money. I love making a profit. I love running a business. It's that simple. But we're going to leave it at the current budget split of 91 to 9. That gives us a wage budget of $250,000 with a transfer budget of $131,500,000, give or take. It's amazing, and PSG do have that kind of money. So guys, I want to take you to transfer negotiations with our successful negotiations. Very quickly, I'm not even going to waste any time. I'm just going to go through every single player who was successfully signed into PSG just to keep you guys informed. Robben joined the club from FC Bayern. Paul Pogba has gone on a loan for 1 year to Liverpool. All of my midfielders were put on for loan so I could decide who earns their place in that first team. Now, Paul Pogba is my best midfielder, and this is probably going to be a decision that I will regret for the rest of my life, basically. The way I was thinking of it is I've got too many midfielders and not everybody is going to get a chance to play. So I thought, put everybody on loan, and whoever gets signed first, that will help me decide who goes into the first team. There's new guys like Perisic, Verratti's come back from a loan spell, Matuidi's come back from a loan spell, Coutinho, he's another one of my most remarkable midfielders. There's just so much talent in my squad. I can't fit everybody into the team, so I just had to put everybody on loan to see who gets loaned out first, and that should help. Hummels is one of my biggest upset signings. I've signed him on pre-contract last season in Season 2 during January, but he hasn't come to me. And I'm really pissed off about that. He's gone to Juventus, so it's a glitch. Definitely a glitch. I think Juventus tried to sign him as well, and he may have accepted that. After accepting, my pre-contract, or Juventus tried to sign him in the summer, and they've accepted. I don't know, guys. I can't really give you an explanation. Sorry, I'm really tongue twisted right now. I can't give you an explanation for this because I don't know what's going on, and I really don't want to release him from his contract because that will cost me about $12 million, and that's not the kind of money I am willing to spend to release someone, especially the likes of Mats Hummels. He needs to be next to Silva. He was going to be my strongest defender, and he's not in. He's not mine to control. It's ridiculous. But you can see it right there that, he should be in my squad. Contrail joined us. De Gea has gone on for a short-term loan to Napoli. Alves joined us. Torre joined us. We sold Pastore for $40 million. So we did make a profit of $2 million to the likes of, I do not think they are AC Milan. Or are they? I can't remember what that squad is. That's really bugging me. I need to find out. Martinez joined us. We bought Alves for $15 million. Really happy about that. We needed the world-class right back, and we got it in Alves. Danny joined us. Marquinhos has gone on a 1-year loan spell to Everton. I do wish him the best of luck. We got too many defenders, and we need the space. Mertesacker has joined us from Arsenal. Perisic has joined us from Wolfsburg. Huntelaar has joined us from Schalke. All of them being pre-contracts. We got Mallow for $26 million. Quite pricey for a guy like Mallow, but I think it's definitely worth it. We got him. If you guys know that logo off by heart, Celta Vigo or something like that. I can't pronounce it. But yeah, he has a lot of potential, and I did want to sign him for the second squad. Same with Rugani from Juventus, $20 million. I am looking forward to seeing this guy in action. And finally, not finally, sorry, we've got Danilo from Chelsea. My bad. I understand. In my game, Danilo got transferred to Chelsea, but he was up for loan, so I definitely wanted to grab him for this first 6 months. Stan Bowley has gone on a 1-year loan to Hamburger. Romagnoli we bought from AC Milan. That's the AC Milan symbol. We got him for a whopping $20 million for the second squad. And that is it. We have received a transfer offer for Vertonghen. Arsenal want to buy him. We've sent a counter offer, so we're just waiting for their reply. Aga is maybe transferring to Manchester City. They did offer us $12.5 million. He's just reviewing his contract with the board of directors from Manchester City, and I hope the deal goes down as complete. Van der Wel is also reviewing his contract from Sampdoria, who are offering me $11.5 million. I'm hoping all of them go because I really want the funds and I really want the space. Now, as you can see, a lot of players are up on the transfer list. These are all the players I would like to sell, and imagine selling all of them, how much money I would have. Now, I'm at that point where if someone makes me an offer, I'm probably 85% going to accept it. You know, for the likes of Uria, if they offer me their value, I'm probably just straight up going to accept it because that's their value and that's cool. But some of these players are players that I do want to try and make a profit of. I mean, Matuidi, you guys have probably noticed, is up for transfer. Now, the reason why he's up for transfer is because he feels he is underpaid. We tried to offer him a new contract because he's only got 11 months left on his contract, and he wouldn't accept it. He was like, I don't want to sign with this club. I feel like I want to just move on when my contract runs out. So I thought, you know what, fine, forget you. I'm just going to put you on the transfer list right now. If someone gives me a good offer, I'm going to take it. I would not sell him for $35 million. I'm looking minimum 42. I won't sell him less than 42. Someone gives me an offer, I'll probably bang it on to 50. Hopefully a big club around the world will sign him. If so, the minimum I would sell him for is 42. If I'm desperate, 40. We've got loads of players up for loan, and this is what I'm saying. There's just I haven't got enough space, so I need to loan players out. Huntelaar won't get any time, so I want him loaned out. Coutinho, he fits in the squad really well now, along with Torre and Perisic. If Perisic gets loaned out, then I will take Lucas off of the loan list and place him on the right-hand side, and Robin can go on the left-hand side, and then that's my first squad wingers done. If Lucas gets loaned out, then Perisic can stay. I want to give him a shot, but I'm literally this close to signing a world-class left winger, and we all know who I would go ahead and sign for. But I do want to save my funds because come January, he is going to be available for a pre-contract snatch. So Verratti is also on loan. I could, now that Pogba is gone, take Coutinho, Torre, and Verratti off of loan, and I think I might go ahead and do that right now. The reason why I'm not, I think, is because I've got Danny, who is a newly signed player for my squad, based on signing him in January for pre-contracts. He can only play cam and he can only play left wing. So I suppose if Coutinho gets loaned out. Danny could fit in that spot, but then we have got a really aged group. Would have Torre at 34, Danny at 33. Who else would we have? Mertesacker 32. Do you see what I mean? It'll be a really aged squad. We need those young, middle-aged, pacey players to get that ball forward, score those goals, and to also push back for defence. But this is how I've got to do it. So I'm just going to see how it pans out. If the likes of Verratti gets an offer to be loaned out, then I don't know where. I suppose Coutinho, the formation will have to be changed, and Coutinho and his partner in midfield will be centre midfields in probably maybe a 4-5-1 formation. Whether it work or not, I don't know. I really don't know. Do you know what? I don't really care about Danny, so I'm actually going to just remove these players from loan. I'm going to do that right now because I think I do have my squad right there. Those are 3 places that fit beautifully into the first team. So I'm just going to remove them from their loan. I'll still keep Perisic on loan, Danny on loan, because I know I'm not going to sell them because they've just arrived. It's impossible. I don't think I've ever known a player to come in on a pre-contract and then to be sold that same transfer window. So I loan them out for either a year or a short-term loan, and then I sell them next season. If not, in January. So now it's up to the defenders, really. I'm looking for just all of these defenders except one to play alongside Silva in the first squad. Sule has got so much potential, and he has grown from his loan spell last season, and he's eligible for the first squad, and I'm more than happy to put him there, only if the likes of Mertesacker and Martinez go out on loan. If Mertesacker and Sule go out on loan, then Martinez will be alongside Silva. The same applies to Mertesacker if Martinez and Sule get put on loan. I'll put Hummels on loan, just to see if I can outfight this glitch. I don't know what to do. Definitely don't want to put him on transfer. So I thought, let's try a loan spell. Because if I click on him, guys, look, this is lit. Recently joined the club, but he's got Juventus in the top right corner. Recently arrived from Borussia Dortmund for $0. Released from contract for over 12 million. I don't want to do that. So I thought, let's just loan him out to see if someone can come and grab him. And I can loan him to that club. So at least I know he's mine and he's in my power, my control. So moving down the list, I think everything just looks solid, guys. And I'm very happy. I might actually go and grab myself a drink in a minute and some popcorn because I'm feeling kind of peckish. But like I said before, guys, we've got a lot of deals to make done, basically. There's a lot of players that have only got 11 months left on their contract. Most of them are players that I'm trying to sell, so I'm not even going to offer them a new contract. But at the same time, if nobody buys them in this summer transfer window, then I don't know what to do other than just wait it out. I mean, if no one grabs Benaglio, who is a glitched goalkeeper worth $41 million, then I might as well just not offer him a new contract and kind of just let him go come season 4. But I don't want to do that for the rest of them because that's a lot of money that I lose out in. And I mean a lot of money. I mean, Georgian's been with me since season 1. I haven't been able to let him go at all. And he's the most likeliest of players to go since he's only on 2,000 a week. Some lower league team could snatch him up easily. And I'd sell him cheap. 2 seconds, please, guys. So, it's a tough one. And I kind of don't know what to do. Come the youth staff, guys, I have hired a 5-star experience and a 5-star judgment scout known as Wout or Woot Maya or Maha. I really can't pronounce it, but I'm going to call him Wout Maha. And I've sent him. He's from the Netherlands, but I've sent him to France to set up a scouting network for 9 months. So he'll be returning to me on the 1st of April in 2018. We've signed a couple of dudes, but not on a professional contract. They're just part of the academy. These are players who have got a potential of a certain number and past 80 or 90. If they're past 80 or 90 in potential, then I'm going to go ahead and sign them. I don't really look at what they can potentially be overall, for present. Do you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't bother me. I look at potential when it comes to youth players. So I started a network. So hopefully in Season 4, guys, I can have myself a little youth squad and then play them in Season 4 as a team in the Coupe de Ligue. That's what I'm doing in my current Arsenal career mode, which I play with my brother off camera. And we've created a youth squad, not from the youth academy, just with young players with good potential. And they play in the Premier League all Capital One Cup games. Nothing else. So I kind of want to do that with a youth squad. And that is about it, guys. This month we've got our second Liga game against Troyes, or Troyes. Then we start the Champions Cup, guys, against the likes of Shamrock Rovers, who have qualified for the Champions Cup. I'm really proud of them for doing that. But Shamrock Rovers, I believe, are from Ireland. If not, Scotland. I'm not too sure, but we do have a couple other Liga games, such as against Bastia and Marseille, not to mention our second leg against Shamrock Rovers. It says Champions Cup, so I'm wondering whether it's a qualification round. We don't know, but we're just going to have to see. We'll check it out in the news, maybe in the review or something, to see what's good, see what we are going up against. I reckon it's a qualification because of where we ended up last season. I think it was third we got in the Liga. So we need to qualify. Okay, now, so what we're doing now is we're going to do our old-fashioned one-day simming, just so we don't miss out on any transfers. I'm probably going to end the episode soon, though, because I don't really want it to drag on for a lengthy episode. Nothing's happened, but what I am going to check is the latest deals. Yeah, all to do with me. Have we got any emails? No, we don't. Alright, from FC Bayern to Atletico Madrid, a man known as Kimmich has gone over for $15 million. Never heard of the player. It's the 9th of August. Any emails? 5 emails. Right. We have got... Let's look at the player sold emails first. So the deal to sell Gregory van der Wiel to Sampdoria for $11,500,000 has been finalised now that they have agreed on personal terms. The board has allocated $10 million to your current transfer budget. That's nice. Best of luck for you, van der Wiel. You did play well for us, but not well enough. Next player sold is Daniel Agger. He's gone to Manchester City for $12,500,000, and the board has allocated us $10,500,000. Agger did really well for the second squad, but it was a case where we just don't have enough room, and it was time for him to go. I wish him all the best in Manchester City. Lucas Digne has agreed has accepted my contract, which is nice to know. Arsenal have sent us a new email. We have reviewed your asking price for Jan Vertonghen, but that is unfortunately more than we are willing to spend at this moment. We have submitted a new offer that we hope you'll accept. Please find the details below. They are offering us 20.5. Interesting. What did we ask for before? I think it was $25 million I asked for. Okay, let's try... $22,850,000. I know that's a little bit... what's that word I'm looking for? Maybe a little bit technical. I don't know. I'm being a little bit cheeky by doing a few bucks more, but Tottenham are not going to be too happy to see their former player go to Arsenal. That's going to be hilarious if they accept that. And there we go, guys. Zenit want Nicholas Soulé for a 1-year loan. So that's one defender down, one more to go. Technically two more, including Mats Hummels. So once again, Soulé is not going to be playing with us, which is most unfortunate. But best of luck to you, lad. You are off to Russia. The cold lands. Alright, so that's a player loaned out. Done. Transfer, done. Transfer offer, done. So that is quite interesting. Probably going to see that in latest deals. We do have a couple of deals made. I'm just going to put some Vaseline on because you can't have those dry lips. But guys, you know what? Actually, I might even end the episode there and continue with an August episode part 2. So guys, without further ado, I've been your boy, Millsysaurus, and this has been none other than FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 3. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace!